Hi everyone, and welcome to Series 2 of the Confidence Conversations podcast. I'm Gail from Enrichment Coaching, and I'm a personal development and confidence coach. My vision is to live in a world where people feel confident to be their best authentic version of themselves every day. I really want to empower people to take action through exploring what I like to call their confidence DNA and how they can enrich it. So my style of coaching is really informal, it's conversational, and it will always be all about you. I'm not all about models and theory, although I do believe they have their time and place. I'm really actions focused, I'm direct, and there's no fluffy stuff involved. And I'm a big believer in pulling up your big pants and going and getting stuff done. Now, I love to make a difference to those beliefs that you have about what you think you can and cannot do. So if you've been thinking about how one-to-one coaching might work for you and you want to find out more, then get in touch through my website, which is enrichmentcoaching.co.uk, and you can find my links at the bottom of each show notes. So enough about me. I'm really excited to be back with Series 2 of the Confidence Conversations podcast with some incredible guests who are ready to talk honestly about them and their confidence. Now, for this series, rather than kind of general confidence conversations, we're going to be digging a bit deeper to understand more about the things that have an impact and the things that enrich your confidence. And remember, there's little to no editing, meaning the conversation you hear is really authentically confident. If you listen regularly, I'd love you to subscribe, and more than that, I'd love to hear what you think. So feel free to get in touch. So go on and listen to the latest episode. Hi everyone, it's Gail from Enrichment Coaching here, and in this bite-sized episode of the Confidence Conversations podcast, I just want to spend a few moments before we get into Series 2 talking about the origins of confidence and also referring to the iceberg analogy. So I'll be asking you shortly to visualise an iceberg as I talk you through what I'm banging on about. So it turns out then that confidence can actually be genetic and in our DNA. And for some of us, it's thought to be anywhere between 25 to 50% if we have this gene. Now, research has also shown over the years that confidence genes can be manipulated, unlike some others, and it can be influenced over time as well, which is absolutely amazing news for those of us who often feel like we don't have much confidence. Now, we know that confidence means different things to different people, and that confident feeling can sometimes feel a little bit like we're on a roller coaster. 1 minute you're right up high, and then the next it takes a massive dip and you're down at the bottom. And that's often very situational, depending on what's going on for us right now. Now, like our DNA, confidence has many different strands, but it's deeply underpinned by 3 things. And here's the moment where I want you to picture an iceberg. So right at the very top of the iceberg, the tip of the iceberg, the bit that sticks out of the water, we've got our confidence. And this is our outward display. This is what people see. And then underneath the surface, our iceberg is underpinned by our upbringing, right at the very bottom, really, really deep, where our beliefs and our values are created, and we hold these close to us. A little bit further up towards the surface are our experiences. And these are where we learn, where we create our memories and we build our resilience. Finally, just sort of teetering below the surface is our environment. So who we surround ourselves with, where we are, what we're doing. And whilst we can't change our upbringing, we can alter our experiences and our environment to impact our confidence levels in a positive way. So if we just go back a little bit, it's important to say that confidence is something we outwardly display and inwardly feel. And it's mostly driven by our thoughts, which will turn into actions. Now, for that confident display to take place, there are 3 more strands that can build a stronger, more confident you. And the first one is courage. You'll need this piece of courage to give things a go, to take action, to act as if you were confident, and yes, to pull up your big pants and go and do it. You'll then need to practice this new thing that you've learned, or this thing that you've been doing, because if we want to be good at anything, we practice. Again, we pull up our big pants, we go off and do it, we practice until we're good at it. And then the final thing, consistency. Being consistent is what makes a lasting change. So the good news is you can change your levels of confidence. Now for me, enriching confidence is about those three things. It's about courage, practice and consistency, possibly in any order, but used together, they become really powerful. So if you want to know more and you want to see a video, a visual of this, you can head to my social media, and I've got a YouTube channel and you can find the video on there, and I'll pop the link in the show notes. Same content, same verbal interaction if you like, but you'll be able to see the visual of the iceberg. And of course, if you're interested to understand how one-to-one coaching might work for you to build your confidence, then please do get in touch with me through my website, enrichmentcoaching.co.uk.